Yeah, my name's Dedan Esa Munoba. I'm a teacher at Tabora Boys Secondary School, and I'm too teaching literature and English. My dear Rena, you are now welcome for this segment. Today we shall be looking on the book known as The Round the Jewel. The play of The Round the Jewel is the book that will be written by the so-called Wole Soyinka. And the setting of this play is African village of Irunje. The year of publication will be 1963, and the publisher is Oxford University Press. Book summary. Generally, the play talks on about the clashes happening between the modernist and traditionalist. Lankule, who is the school teacher, presented the class of the modernist who wanted to bring changes adopted from Western culture, while the villagers such as Sidi and the chief himself stand for the class of traditionalists who preserve their own culture. The synopsis of this play. The title of the play is fundamentally symbolic, whereby the lion stands for the men and the jewel stands for women. From the play, Chief Baloka is labeled as the lion, whereas Sidi is labeled as the jewel. Chief Baloka is labeled as the lion because he uses women for enjoyment. He decided to marry any girl or women he wants in spite of having several wives. From the play, Chief Baloka tries to deceive Sidi, who is to be married to the primary school teacher Lankule. He finally succeeded to marry her. This is because he deceives her that he is sexually important. When Sidi goes to Baroka's house, Baroka takes her into his room and he wrestling match between Sidi and Baroka takes place. Baroka achieves to make love with Sidi, and he automatically marries her because he has become the first man to make love with her. Sidi. Instruction. Now let us have a discussion about the themes analysis. What does it mean when we say a theme? A theme is the central idea within any text or a short stories, plays, poem, and a novel. For example, this idea repeats itself throughout a work, drawing the attention of the reader to its importance. In some cases, a theme is used to illustrate the importance behind a moral lesson or a point. Theme number 1, protest. Sidi is shown to protest against the new ideas brought by Lankule, who considers blood price as an outdated custom. And this can be seen in the book in page 4. Sidi says that she is ready to be married any day, but her bride price must first be paid. Lankule protests against the bad African traditions and the customs. For example, he is against the bride price and the forced marriage. Theme number 2, the betrayal. The term betrayal is defined as the act of not being faithful to someone or to something or something. In other words, it refers to an act which indicates a lack of loyalty to somebody or something. In the play, it is shown that after getting Western education, Lankule betrays his tradition. For example, paying bride price, he appears stranger in his own country. For example, he refuses to pay bride price, claiming that it is primitive custom. He also talks about having a courage to teach people how to dance, wearing high heels, shoes, and other things which are not of any benefit to the society. According to Baroka, the society is better to live without any new things. This can be seen in page number 9 of this play. Theme number 3, irresponsibilities. Rankule disappears and leaves his classes when Sidi passes with her pail. This shows how irresponsible Rankule is. Rankule is busy with Sidi, engaging about their personal love instead of teaching. This disqualifies him to be a good teacher. He makes up his mind to go back where it's too late. Theme number 4, culture interference. Rankule is shown to bring new changes adopted from Western culture, which interferes with the traditional ways of living. Modern ways of living imposed by Rankule are shown to get strongly opposed by the traditionists, like Sidi. For example, he wants the villagers to forget about bride price, kissing and dancing in Western ways. Theme number 5, misuse of power, or some can say poor leadership. The playwright labeled Chief Baloka, the Bala of Irunje, as a leader who is irresponsible, as he always busy for women, not for the development of the people. He is also labeled as a womanizer. He uses his position and reaches to oppress and discriminate women. 6. Awareness. This is revealed when Sadiku visits Sidi. Sadiku says, "I bring a message from my lord. Baloka wants you for a wife." Sadiku says, "My lord says that if you would not be his wife, would you at least come to supper at his house tonight? There is a small feast in your honor." Sidi replies by saying, "Ho, ho, ho, do you think that I was born yesterday? The tales of Baloka, little suppers, I know all. Tell your lord that Sidi does not supper with married men." This shows that Sidi is aware of Baloka's behavior. Theme number 7, polygamy. Polygamy is the custom of having many wives at the same time. For example, in the play, the playwright reveals to us that Baloka is portrayed as a man who struggles to have many wives as he can. He has his elder wife called Sadiku. Has a favorite called Ailatu, and yet he struggles to have Sidi. This shows that there is a polygamous life within the village of Irunje. Theme number 9, ignorance. Both Sidi and Sadiku are known to be ignorant ones. This can be evidenced in page 37 of this play. Rankule tells Sadiku that her mind is simple. He said that Sadiku is at the age of 70, but she does not know how to read, write, and think. Also in page 53 of this play of the Around the Jewel, Sadiku complained about the saying given by Baloka. She said that she says that the sayings are bored at her eyes and head. She likes someone to start something clear without a hidden meaning. Theme number 10, position of women in a society. Women are labeled as a weak sex and have smaller brains than men. For example, Rankule says, "The scientists have proved it. It is in my books. Women have smaller brains than men." The other position of women in this play is women are considered to be commodities. Sidi refuses to get married to Rankule without bride price. Through bride price, women are sold like commodities or properties in the market. For example, Chief Baloka has many wives simply because he's rich. Yeah, the other position in which woman has been mapped, women are described as being that can easily be tricked. Also, women have been shown as follows. Women are portrayed as illiterate, ignorant, and exploited as of their lack of even the most basic education. So women have been portrayed as the main upholder of traditions. This is shown through Sidi, who refuses to marry Rankule unless he pays the bloody price to Sidi. Marriage is all about a man being able to fulfill the important customs such as paying the bloody price, without which marriage and love have no meaning. Women are hard workers. For example, Sidi is busy fetching water and firewood. She carries big bundles of firewood and a big pot spell of water on her head, to extent that Rankule stops her. For example, Rankule says, "No, I have told you not to carry loads on your head," based on the argument that the Lord will shorten her neck very soon. Then women are portrayed as a people who are obedient and not jealous. For example, Sadiku obeys her husband as she does whatever she is instructed.